In Hollywood circles, he is known as the Hitman, and for very good reasons. He's been nominated for an unprecedented 45 Grammy Awards, won 2 Emmys, and earned an Oscar nomination. He's created chart-topping hits for superstars Andrea Bocelli, Barbara Streisand, Celine Dion, Madonna, Michael Jackson, Josh Groban, Michael Bublé, and more. At syempre, kilala na rin siya ng maraming Pinoy bilang producer na tumulong magpasikat kay Charice. Friends, Mr. David Foster. Such a pleasure to have you here on the show, David.
Thanks. Nice to see you again, Henny.
Nice to see you,
Thank
too.
We have an audience. Woo!
David, you've been very instrumental in the careers of many superstars. Have you figured out for yourself where that magic touch comes from?
Well, I think it's twofold, and one is, Henny, that I was given a gift. There's no doubt about that, and it's God-given, and that's just period, right? Then I had great parents who nurtured that gift and showed me how to nurture my gift without being like cracking the whip. You know, I was a normal kid. I played baseball, I played hockey, and I did all that, but I was quite dedicated to music, and I love music. And then third of all, I think my gift is, the other gift that I have is that I'm just average. I'm just an average guy, because if you're an elitist, how could you possibly discover talent and know what millions and millions of people are going to like? So maybe I'm just, in that department, I'm an average guy who can go, wow, I like that, and I think millions of people are going to like it. I mean, when I saw Celine the first time, it was like, does nobody else understand what we're seeing here right now? And of course, everybody else was just talking, but for me, it was like the movie where everything stopped. And the same thing happened with Charice, the same thing happened with Michael Bublé, with Bryan Adams, with the Corrs, with, you know, even other people that I didn't discover, like Streisand. And it's just like, how can you not love that, you know? So maybe I'm just the average guy.
Let's talk about Charice now. Charice is in Glee, of course, it's one of the biggest shows on TV, and of course, Pyramid is a hit. Give us an assessment of how she's doing so far, how she's handling this new fame.
Well, Charice, I like to describe her as I think she's a laser beam. And before I answer your question completely, I'll tell you what I mean by that. We can be doing a TV show, like if you had a piano here right now, and Charice was here, and you just leaned and said, do a shortened version of Pyramid, and then we'd have 30 seconds to work it out. I would tell her once, okay, when we get to the bridge, don't do the bridge, go right to the second chorus, do the key change, cut 4 bars off the end, and then end on a high C. Boom. You're on. And she would nail it. She's a laser beam. And that's the same thing that I felt with Celine, that laser beam. Just tell her once, and she gets it.
Fast learner.
Yeah. And how is she doing? I think she's doing incredibly well. I mean, the Glee thing is just exploding for her, and it's going to take her to the next level. I don't want to say we've struggled, because we haven't struggled, but we've tried to figure out what is the best avenue for her, because she has this adult voice, and the adults love her, and when she sings my songs, they reminisce and they go, oh my God, you're as good as Whitney, you're as good as Celine, or you're good as this person and that person. And then she has this young thing. She's a great dancer. She loves songs like Pyramid. And we're just trying to find our way, because I want to have both. Because when you think about somebody like Whitney Houston, she had both. She had, I want to dance with somebody, and she had one moment in time, right at the same time, simultaneously. And that's what I want for Charice. She's capable of it, talent-wise. We just have to find the right secret for her. I think she's doing great, and she's a wonder child. And I think all of the Philippines should be super, super proud of her, because she is going to be the very, very first Asian superstar, I believe, in the world.
How involved are you in her career right now?
It goes in spurts, and I'll tell you why. Because I am her sometime producer and her record company. Now, she has another couple of key important elements in her career. One, the manager, Mark Johnston. And a manager and an artist typically have a relationship that a record producer cannot break that bond, because they talk to each other 5 to 10 times a day. They're on the road together. They're together 24/7. She's in good hands with Mark, but obviously when she wants to pick up the phone, I'm there. And when we record, I'm there. And I hope that I'm a good influence on her. I think I am, and I think that she really looks up to me. I don't mean just in a casual way. I think she truly looks up to me. And, you know, hopefully I'm like my parents, because my parents gave me a great, substantial upbringing, and hopefully I'm giving some of her, my parents' DNA.
Charice is one of your guests in a very big concert. Tell us more about The Hitman Returns.
What do you think of that title, by the way? Is that kind of corny? The Hitman Returns to Mandalay.
Returns.
Yes. The Hitman Returns to Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas. Well,
I think it's catchy.
It's It's catchy. You know, I love the title Hitman. I called my book Hitman, and everybody fought me on that. But I just like the play on words of like that and, you know, hits. So the concert in Las Vegas at Mandalay Bay is going to be incredible. And the last concert I did there was a year ago, and it wasn't televised. The Filipino community came out so strong for Charice, and they seemed to like me too, but they were there for Charice. And it was so great. And I would just ask all of them to come again because it's going to be a great show. We have Donna Summer, Shaka Khan, Kenny Loggins, Seal, Martina McBride. I'm just
Best of the best.
Yeah, and they're all great singers. There is not one person on that show that's not a great singer. Donna Summer, did I say her already? Yeah. All great singers. So it's going to be a great night, October 15th in Vegas, and I want everybody to come out and see it. Charice will have a great highlight, and I think she's going to sing a song with Neo, who's a great performer. She's going to, there's going to be a lot of duets. There's going to be some fun stuff. Michael Bolton. It's going to be great.
So I heard you're going to Manila. Tell us about that.
Super excited. I've been to Singapore, I've been to Jakarta, I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Tokyo, Taipei. I've covered the Far East pretty extensively. Never been to Manila. And
it's about time.
I know. Are you kidding me? I mean, I was just saying to Rafi earlier that my first band was called Skylark in 1973, and we had a Filipino singer in the band. I didn't think even twice about it, but just now I'm realizing he was Filipino. His name was Flip, and he was a great guy, and he was Filipino.
So this concert in Manila, will you be bringing Charice?
Absolutely, Charice will be there, and I'm hoping that we'll may have a surprise guest from the country. You know, you have a lot of great singers over there, so I'm going to reach out to maybe one of them and see if they want to come up and do a song with me, which I think would be fun. In fact, I have a song that I did called "The Best of Me" that I sang as a duet with Olivia Newton-John, and I don't sing that good back then, and I really don't sing good now, so I'm hoping that maybe I could get a singer to come up and do that song with me and kind of carry me through it, you know. But I wanted to point out one other thing about your country and your people. Since I've hooked up with Charice and since I did the first PBS special, every single day of my life, and I am not exaggerating, every single day of my life, somebody comes up to me, a Filipino person, in LA, in Europe, in Canada, wherever I am, and they go, "Thank you."
Salamat.
Yeah. They do, and it blows my mind that the passion of the people and their commitment to music, their love of music, and their passion of wanting to see one of their own succeed, which it's country pride, and it's just the best, and it happens every day of my life, and I love it.
David, you've endeared yourself to the Filipino community. You know, thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
For everything that you've done.
See, it happened again today. You see what I'm talking
For everything
about?
that you've done for Charice and for just the beautiful music that you've given us
Thank you,
through all
Annie.
of these
Thank
years.
you, Annie.
Mabuhay ka, Mr. David Foster.
Thank you. I'm a lifetimer now. I'm a Filipino.
Thank you.